Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm a mama of two little girls. I have a 5-year-old named Kylie, and I also have a 3-year-old named Mia. This week, we are going to be continuing the little mini series that I've been doing the last couple of weeks. First, I took you to a thrift store to check out what was available as far as things for Montessori at home go. And then last week, we went to the Target dollar spot and the rest of Target and had a lot of fun there. This week, we are going into the infamous mecca for budget-friendly options, the Dollar Tree. So starting with baskets and trays, because this is an area where the Dollar Tree really has a lot of options available. And although we do try to avoid plastic as much as possible in the Montessori approach, it is a much more budget-friendly option in a lot of cases. So a lot of different styles, sizes, colors available. I even saw a couple of these baskets that I thought would be really great for practical life activities, usually like window washing, things like that, because they have a couple of different compartments for the various parts of the activity. I also saw a couple of these wireframe baskets that were actually pretty light compared to some of the other ones I felt. They had them in a couple of different colors and sizes, and I thought would be really great for adding some visibility to some of the things that are on the shelf. I also saw these small clear plastic ones that I thought would be good for sorting activities. And then there were a whole bunch of these ones with the rubbery bottom that I thought would be really useful for things like silverware, kitchen utensils, anything that you don't want sliding around. I also saw these wireframe woven fabric baskets that would be good for shelf work, along with an actual wooden tray that I found in the crafting section. Over in party supplies, I did find a bunch of these really pretty crystal-like plastic trays, some of which had handles, some of which didn't, but they were available in a variety of different sizes and shapes. I also saw this appetizer tray that I thought would be perfect for doing sorting activities. And there were also some of these smaller bowls that would actually fit inside of a tray. I've actually used these ones in particular for many years now. They're really great for corralling some of those smaller pieces that are often part of the activities, and they can also be used for transfer work. In the school supplies section, I did actually find an activity tray that is intended for use by children, along with one of these little handled buckets that has a couple of compartments that I mentioned earlier would be good for practical life work. And then finally, over in the seasonal section, they're starting to bring out the fall and Halloween decor. And I did find a couple of smaller little metal buckets, along with some of these cute little small plastic containers that, again, I thought would be really good for holding some of those smaller pieces that might be part of your child's shelf work, especially if you are planning to make some kind of a themed unit study around the season of fall or Halloween. The Dollar Tree also has a couple of options for your out-of-rotation storage, like these foldable fabric storage cubes. I also saw these slightly bigger gray ones that seem to be a little bit sturdier. And there was a small section of these plastic storage totes as well. There were these $3 ones that come with a lid that actually snaps on, and then a whole bunch of these gray plastic ones that actually reminded me of the ones I saw at Target. They were really sturdy, very deep, and would hold quite a bit. And then I also found this small plastic storage case with compartments that is perfect for storing the little language miniatures that you can use for language work. Now for decor, there were a whole bunch of options for frames that you could use to frame some nice artwork to hang at your child's level, along with a small section of some cozy looking pillows that you could use to add to your child's reading area. Moving on to arts, crafts, and music, I found a giant bin of some really inexpensive Scotch tape, which I know my girls would go crazy over, along with this humongous section of stickers because kids seem to have an obsession with stickers, so definitely no shortage of options here. I also found a couple of different kinds of sidewalk chalk, including some that had these really neat little holders on them. And of course, there is almost always at least a couple of different kinds of Play-Doh available at the Dollar Tree, including some in these larger packs. Next, I found a whole section of these really cute little wood shop packs that I would ordinarily say are not super Montessori because it's just one very not open-ended product. But I figured children could personalize it, they could paint it, and just having the experience of actually building something with your hands is always a bonus. I also found a little miniature Dollar Tree version of a spirograph. And then as far as supplies for just your classic drawing, coloring, painting, there were a couple of different sketch pads in a variety of different sizes available, as well as all manners of actual writing, drawing utensils. So markers, colored pencils, all different kinds of crayons in a variety of different sizes and styles. I also found a really easy to use manual pencil sharpener and a hole puncher, which is really good for developing hand muscle strength. They also have my favorite brand of preschool scissors, and every possible kind of glue imaginable, from the regular glue sticks to actual liquid glue in a variety of different sizes and brands, even a pack of glitter glue pens, along with other things like pipe cleaners, a whole pack of pom-poms in different colors, as well as small packs of colored beads and some yarn, which can actually be used for bracelet or necklace making and also just for some actual scissor snipping practice. The Dollar Tree also has so many options when it comes to painting supplies, so I found those chunky brushes along with some smaller sets of actual artist brushes. I also found a couple of different kinds of watercolor palette sets with a variety of different colors in them, as well as a whole section of individual colors of paint pots. These were just like classic finger paint style paints. And then below that, there was also a whole row of some washable tempera paints. For actually mixing the paints, they had a couple of different reusable, washable plastic palettes available, including this set of 6, which is what I like to use, and also some mixing cups. They also have a section of artist canvases in a variety of different sizes and styles. And for storing your child's art supplies, I did find this small container with a lid, as well as some classic tin pencil cases in a whole bunch of really cute designs, some standard zipper mesh pencil cases in a bunch of different colors, and for storing your child's favorite pieces of artwork, a scrapbook case with a snap-on lid. And finally, for music, I also found this little plastic harmonica and a couple of these plastic recorders. Moving on to practical life, I did see a bunch of really cute fabric placemats for table setting practice, as well as sets of small child-sized plastic forks and plastic spoons, this set of 10 small plastic tumblers for cups, this set of 6 small salad plates, and these 2 sets of small round bowls in both plastic and glass that I thought would be useful for not just snacks, but also possibly transfer work. I also found this really cute set of ice cream bowls that come with spoons, and this small food storage container with a lid that would be good for cereal or snacks. I also found a couple of child-sized water bottles, some with straws, some without, for on the go. For child-sized cooking equipment, I found this really cute small muffin tin, a manual citrus juicer, and a garlic press, both of which are also really good for helping to develop hand strength. There were also 2 different kinds of colanders, one with a handle and one without, for rinsing berries and other fresh produce. I also saw a small set of measuring spoons and a whole shelf full of these miniature-sized silicone kitchen utensils, like these tongs, a soup ladle, a rubber spatula, a miniature chef's knife with a blade cover, a silicone whisk, a pastry brush, a spatula, and a mixing spoon. I also found this plastic cutlery tray for storing all of your child's silverware, and for cleaning the dishes, these microfiber scrubbing cloths, as well as a dish drying towel, and even a dish drying mat for your child to put their clean dishes down on to dry when they're done. Small metal buckets are actually really handy for a bunch of different kinds of practical life work, and these ones had a lot of really cute kid-friendly designs on them. Ice cube trays can be used for sorting and transfer work, especially one-to-one correspondence. And speaking of transfer work, I found this set of small plastic tongs and this set of 2 purple plastic scoops. I saw these small drawstring bags that could be used for open and close work, and lots of opportunities for flower arranging if you don't have fresh flowers available. There's lots of artificial ones, along with a couple of child-sized glass vases. Next, I found these foam craft blocks that you can actually use with golf tees or small nails for hammering practice. And these wireframe cabinet shelves are actually really useful for ribbon weaving. Small flashlights can be used for children to learn how to take batteries in and out. This pocket chart can be used for creating a visual routine chart. And clipboards are useful for everything from grocery shopping to scavenger hunts, drawing in the car, and even DIY braiding boards. When it comes to cleaning, I found this small child-sized laundry basket, as well as a couple of small child-sized plastic trash cans. There was also a bucket with a handle that could be used for mopping or any cleaning activity requiring water, a pack of plain sponges that can be cut in half to make them child-sized, some inexpensive dry floor cloths that your child can use on their Swiffer broom, and for dusting, this small handheld duster that comes with a handle and 2 refills. For general cleaning and wiping purposes, I did find this 2-pack of microfiber towels along with a smaller multi-purpose cleaning cloth set and a couple of small spray bottles that weren't the smallest I've ever seen, but I thought they could definitely be manageable. And you guys know how much I love command hooks. I found a whole section of some Dollar Tree versions that came in a variety of different sizes and colors. They can be used for everything from towels to jackets, backpacks, holding cleaning supplies, you name it. For care of self, I did find a bin of some small child-sized hairbrushes, as well as a small handheld mirror, and lots of socks in fun designs that could be used for sock matching. For the bathroom, I saw these travel-sized bottles that could be used for your child's shampoo or conditioner, a suction cup shower caddy to help bring your child's bathroom essentials down to their level, a child-sized loofah poof to encourage self-bathing, as well as a bunch of packs of small washcloths in a variety of different colors, including these little magic towels with characters on them that children find really fun because they expand when you put them in water. And finally, I also found some lightweight bath rugs that could double as your child's work mat for activities. The Dollar Tree also had quite a few learning materials available, including this inflatable globe and a USA wall map. I also found some things that could be used as math counters or for bingo games, like these coins, these small acrylic pumpkins for a fall-themed activity. There were also the ubiquitous glass gems that you've probably seen in a variety of different colors. And then I also saw these super tiny little metal buckets that I thought would be perfect for holding them. I also found some materials for science lessons like these river rocks and a whole bag of seashells. There was also this really cute bug catching kit and a butterfly net, this gemstone excavation kit, dinosaur excavation kit, and a fossil excavation kit. I also found a pack of dinosaur figurines for either open-ended play or language work. Speaking of which, they had a couple of different kinds of craft sand that you could use in a sand sifting activity or in the bottom of a sand writing tray. I also found a small handheld chalkboard, a box of chalk, and even a manuscript tablet of paper for children who are ready to practice writing letters. For children who are actively writing, or maybe just for use as a nature journal and sketching, I found these little miniature composition book sets, as well as a bunch of the standard size composition books. Over in toys and games, it is the end of the summer season, so there were a lot of sets of beach toys available, or toys that could just be used for a sand play in a sandbox as well. And of course, an endless amount of bubbles. I also found a section of puzzles, although I didn't feel they were very child-friendly. There were some with like 24 or 48 pieces, but they were all character-based and not exactly all that realistic. I did, however, find one small wooden-shaped puzzle, as well as an extra-large lidded spice jar, which infants can practice putting cake pop sticks into to practice their fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination. I also found some classic games like this game of checkers, felt tic-tac-toe, this cute little spinning top. And for open-ended play, Dollar Tree carries their version of Legos. So I found the storage case, a whole bunch of different sizes and colors of the bricks, as well as a variety of the bases that are required to make some of the larger structures. And then I also found Matchbox cars, which are realistic in nature. So not only could they be used for open-ended play, but they can also be used for language work. And finally, for gross motor play specifically, I found this sky catcher game, a similar splash catcher game for the pool, a skinny bat and ball for any baseball fans, a badminton set that includes the racket and a 4-pack of the birdies, a ladder ball game set, disc golf, and a giant checkers board, some plastic frisbee discs in a variety of different colors, as well as a plastic boomerang, a classic kids jump rope, one of these ankle skippers, I don't know if you guys remember these from when you were kids, and a whole bunch of inflatable balls in a variety of different colors, patterns, and even some fun textures. So I just got out of the dollar store and I spent a lot longer in there than I thought I was going to. Honestly, I really thought I was going to be like in and out really quickly. There was a lot of stuff in there. And I've been to the dollar store quite a few times already looking for like certain things, but I've never actually just taken the time to go up and down every aisle looking for anything at all that could be used in a Montessori home. And there were so many things, as you guys saw. So if you are looking for budget-friendly options for Montessori at home, definitely do not forget about the Dollar Tree or any other like kind of dollar store. They are definitely underrated as far as I'm concerned. So I think that's going to be it for this week's video. And if you are enjoying these kinds of videos, then stay tuned for next week because I'm going to be going back to IKEA. I actually did one just like it, probably like 2 or 3 years ago now, but it's been a while. They have so many new things. So I'm going to go back to IKEA next week and we're going to go see what they have. So stay tuned for that. If you found this video helpful, then please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like more practical tips and advice for implementing Montessori at home with your children, then you might also consider subscribing to my channel. This way you don't miss a new video. My new book, The Montessori Home, Create a Space for Your Child to Thrive, is now available in paperback, ebook, and audiobook on Amazon and in all major book retailers. I also have several e-courses, an online community just for Montessori parents, and I also do live video consultations. So links to all of those resources are in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!